The morning glories are doing wonderful. Wonderful! About fell over here. There's some gladiolas. They're maroon colored. This is the earliest I've ever had morning glories. Never had them in June before. It's always been July. They've never taken off like this until about August. This just amazes me. It's been a really good garden season so far. Okay, there's a 4 o'clock coming through here. Zinnias blooming. And here's some dill. We put that on some deviled eggs yesterday. There's bees all over that purple sage. I think it's called salvia. Might be the appropriate name for it. We got sunflowers coming on. I love them. And lots of tomatoes. And this vine's gotten big. It's huge now. And it's hard to get these tomatoes on here. I think you can see one red one there. Boy, we got some on the windowsill right now. We've already eaten about 2 tomatoes. Yeah. We put it on salad and sandwiches and everything. I don't eat sandwiches, but my husband does. I can't eat bread. It bloats me. Anyway, I'm low gluten. I can eat some gluten. I just can't eat too much of it. And one of the things that really bothers me is bread. But if I make homemade desserts and stuff, I'm fine. And I make very healthy desserts. Like I made a carrot cake yesterday. I want to get into cooking more because I got a bunch of blackberries also in the freezer, and I'm going to be making a blackberry pie or a blackberry cobbler coming up. Maybe I'll put that on video. And cook with one hand. One hand challenge I did. Challenged myself the other day. Took 4 videos to get it done. That corn's getting big. I'm just showing the progress of the garden and how it's matured from early spring until early summer. And those are hydrangeas blooming out there. There's purple coneflower. I believe this was the flower of the year in the U.S. in '95, if I'm correct. Okay, purple coneflowers are beautiful. Okay. This is bloomed early this year. This is called black-eyed Susans. And that hot weather really got to it down here. I watered it, but it's really dry looking. And from my experience, black-eyed Susans, they don't like too much water. So I don't know what's going on with this. It's just bloomed early this year. I've got volunteers coming on down here. Some more black-eyed Susans are growing. So we'll probably have blooms next year because it reseeds. That's what it does. It's more of an annual that reseeds. There's one right there also. That is a black-eyed Susan plant. Okay, we had one problem back. We noticed, my husband noticed it. I've seen this problem before, where I lived before and grew pumpkins, where the root starts to rot out. It's not rotting out. It's the caterpillar of a moth. So I covered those with mulch. I had to take some died. We had some casualties. And they were eaten by these little grub-like worms that a moth lays eggs down there. It's called I'm trying to think the name of it now. I'd have to look that up. But the moth, I saw the moth, and it was trying to get to the roots to lay eggs, where the pumpkin vines off. If you don't put a lot of mulch there, and you have exposed roots for your squashes and your pumpkins, then these moths lay eggs. And those little caterpillars, they're real tiny and white. They'll eat right through the root and kill your plant. And I've lost 2 or 3 plants because of that. 2 pumpkins and 1 squash. Okay. Squash moths, There's another name for it, yeah. I was looking and checking it up online. I should have wrote it down before I did this video, but I just decided to do it out of the blue. Because I wanted to get out there, mainly because of the morning glory. I wanted to put that on video. The corn's doing very well. I watered last night. Okra's doing fine. Cucumbers, we should be getting quite a bit of cucumbers this year. Let me see if I can see a tiny little a cucumber. Can you see that? There's a little cucumber right here. Okay. This is kind of an awkward video, and I apologize. Oh, summer squash, I just love it. Yeah. I make a lot of stir fries. That works out perfect. And this is fennel, and it tastes like licorice. But the root is supposed to be really good, and that's what I'm interested in, more so than these. When these go to seed, I can use the fennel seeds to make some special cookies maybe that taste like licorice a little bit. There is a really, really big summer squash back there. I don't know if you can see that or not. And there's some zucchinis. Oh, they're doing real well. I've got plenty of berries still. The raspberries are just about done. I'd like to know how to dry these. Do I just let them dry out on the vine? Or, yeah, because I hate to waste them all, but I need to be picking them, I guess, before they're spent completely. The birds really haven't been bothering the berries too much this year. They have in previous years. I'm going to pick this and eat it. It's a blackberry. Yum. Sour, though. Big. That was a big one. Here's another pickle. A cucumber. I don't know if you can see that. Ow, that hurt. Something a little sharp there. Little spikes on the cucumber. I gotta harvest the rest of the garlic today or tomorrow. The lettuce is just about done. I still eat it, and I'll make pesto out of it and freeze it. Okay, that's about it for now. We should have got more sand. We were at the garden store yesterday. Oh yeah, and I got some mulch. Got some red mulch here. I'm gonna lay this down. I got a couple plants too, just flower plants, to attract more pollinators. There's a flower, it's an annual. Just didn't seem like I had enough bees through here, so I'm hoping that will help. I did the same thing back in the pumpkin patch. But then I noticed that the bees are actually attracted to the pumpkin blossoms. But I did put one pollinating flower here, an annual. Yeah, I'm working out front. I know it's not the best looking garden. I put one annual and one red coneflower. That's a perennial, coming back every year. Okay, this is July 2nd. We're getting close to the 4th of July, and I hope you all have a happy red, white, and boom. Signing off for now, this is Terry Lynn McPherson.